We woke up early, packed up camp, and rolled back onto the trail. Getting out of the campsite was a little tight. Having a lifted Jeep Gladiator with an Alu-Cab Camper made it interesting with all the low branches and down trees. But we managed to squeeze through with only a few new scratches. Trail badges, right?
Well, good afternoon, everyone. It's the afternoon of day 3. We didn't film anything this morning because there really wasn't much to talk about. Although, if you've seen our video from Vancouver Island, where we were at a lake and some yahoos showed up at 2:30 in the morning and kind of ruined our
lake camping
mid-morning by waking us up and sending my wife into a tizzy. We did have somebody show up in a quad at 1:20 in the morning last night, but they turned around and
got
left,
out of there. It was loud, but
yeah,
they left us alone.
So right now, we decided to stop. We're in Calhoun
Falls,
South Carolina. So we decided to stop to have some lunch and take a little bit of a break, and just chill for a minute. So here we got going on with Miss Angela making
some turkey gyros.
Yeah.
Well, faux turkey gyros.
Yeah, that's not. You can't tell me that doesn't look good for you non-vegans, but
even Buddy loves it. I got to give him some because he's going nuts.
So we're having turkey gyros with some tiki sauce and coleslaw on them.
We did run into our first obstacle on the trail.
Yes, we did do that. And go ahead and tell us about it.
Well, the bridge, it wasn't really a bridge, but to get over a little creek was actually totally washed away.
Yeah, it was more of a road washout than it was a bridge washout.
And it was a little too deep but narrow for us to just risk it and have fun in the Jeep with it.
Yeah, it was a little steep from the washout, but so we had to turn around and detour around a little bit, and then we picked up the trail again, and here we are at this little recreational site. Not bad.
Nobody's here. It's quiet.
But
which is a beautiful Saturday, so it's kind of surprising nobody's here.
Yeah, it is. It is noon on a Saturday, so it is kind of surprising now no one's here. But
how awesome is it to have a little table right here on the door and quickly make some lunch? You don't know how awesome this really is. Otherwise, I would be making it while he's on a trail driving, and I'm trying to make it in the front seat of the Jeep, and we're bouncing everywhere. And it's just, I get angry and it ruins the meal. So this is pretty awesome. So we're ready to eat.
Yeah. And then we got this little guy. Got my shadow. He now has finished his afternoon dinner, or afternoon lunch. We forgot his long chain, unfortunately, so he has to stay on his leash. Oh, there we go.
Euro.
Yummy, yummy. So we will
see you later.
Catch you later. It's time to eat.
The terrain was a nice mix of dirt, sand, and pavement. Nothing technical, but a steady rhythm of forest roads and quiet backcountry. We did come across one sketchy bridge that made us stop and think twice, but we went for it. And yes, it held, just barely. The rest of the day was spent soaking in all of the open skies, changing leaves, and what kind of peace only you can get when you're far away from everything else. off the Scar Trail at God's Acre Healing Springs. So it's part of a Baptist church where the land was contracted to God, and they believe that these springs have healing waters. So we're going to get some spring water with whatever empty bottles we have and see what happens. Maybe, if anything, it'll be really good spring water to drink that's fresh.
Yeah. I don't know if we'll be able to drink enough to be healed.
Yeah. I know. Day 3 was a long one, over 8 hours of driving and 176 miles of trail behind us by the end of the day. It was one of those perfect fall days, crisp air, sunshine, and miles of trees in every direction. Nothing dramatic happened, but sometimes that's the best part about being out here. It's the end of day 4, and we put in a lot of miles today. More hours than miles, but it was 267 miles.
289 miles.
289 miles, but it took us 10 hours.
Actually, 10 and a half hours.
I'm tired. So it was a very long day, which we knew we had to put in probably one pretty long day. And once we left the northern area, it was pretty much all privately owned land.
Yeah. We, I mean, as we probably stated before in other videos, our first day was a little later than expected, so we didn't get as far as we expected. So that kept on pushing every day back. So then today, we had to try to make up time. We had to get to a certain point, and that certain point ended up taking way longer than expected. Mm-hmm. So then when we got to that certain point, we actually still had more to go. We were going to go towards a beach, more towards Georgia, that had an alternate route from the Scar Trail. But after stopping and talking and kind of, because our plan was to come to Charleston anyway, we decided just to head towards Charleston, and we were going to have to cut part of the trail no matter what to go to Charleston, so we just decided to cut the trail essentially a day earlier than expected. But
yeah, we wanted to stay at the state park on the beach, but it was $80 a night and a 2-night minimum, and we didn't want to stay out there 2 nights. So
I really didn't want to spend $160 because that's
kind of
$80 a night for a state park is
seems pretty high. Yeah. So we ended up we are in Somerville, a little bit outside Charleston, and we got a hotel for the night.
We were planning on getting a hotel in Charleston area anyway, so we could kind of drive around and visit the city a little bit the next day. So, and we knew we weren't going to find any type of dispersed camping or anything in Charleston, unless we wanted to stay like on the side of the road. But so we were planning on this anyway. But
yeah, it just came a day earlier than anticipated. So the plan for tomorrow is to go into Charleston and see what it's like for a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
And then make our way to the National Forest outside of Charleston and hopefully find a place to camp there.
Well, we're gonna try to hit a beach.
Yeah, a beach for a few hours.
And hang out on a beach since we're so close to the ocean. We don't want to. Myrtle Beach is still like 2 hours away.
2 hours, yeah.
Yeah, so that's a little too far for us to go off our course that much. We don't have that kind of time on this trip.
Yeah.
So we got about 3, maybe 4 more days, and then we have to head home. So that's what, as you can probably tell, we're both kind of tired.
Yeah, we're pretty.
I mean, it's currently 8:46. We got here about an hour ago.
Yeah.
So we made some.
Buddy will not relax either.
No.
He just keeps wandering around.
He's being a real pain in the ass.
You think he'd be excited to just, but maybe he misses the tent.
Yeah.
He's been sleeping really good in that tent.
He has been.
Yeah, he's been out cold. We've been out making breakfast, and he's still in there sleeping. So.
Yeah.
And at home, he would be wanting to go outside.
Well, either that or he'd want food, and he'd be barking at you the whole time you're cooking in the kitchen.
Yeah.
So
we're just relaxing. We made some peanut butter and jelly sandwiches for dinner, and we're catching up on some YouTube episodes of people we watched that we haven't seen pretty much all week.
3 days.
Yeah, about 3 days. So, and then we're gonna hopefully get a good night's sleep and head out in the morning.
Yeah. You'd think that we'd have some better service here on the East Coast than we do on the West Coast, but Verizon is still dropping the ball.
Anything on the trail updates?
No, I mean...
Pretty easy?
Yeah. Obviously the videos that we're going to do will kind of give you guys an idea, but I mean, it's not bad. It's, scenic. It's kind of scenic. Mm-hmm. There's no technical difficulties at all. It's just scenery.
Yeah.
And just cruising through South Carolina.
Just not a lot of places to camp, so for free.
No, there's not a lot of places to camp. We have not found very many. We have found a couple that have worked, and one good one. Mm-hmm. But yeah, it's a little rough to find some camping out here.
Yeah, it is.
But I mean,
we knew that.
Yeah, it's like she said, it's not the West Coast, so there's nowhere near the type of BLM land out here that there is out west, which most people who are watching this probably know.
Yeah. So we will see you tomorrow.
Bye.
Bye. Thanks for riding along with us, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button. We're trying really hard to get to our first 1,000 subscribers. And if you like the video, make sure you click the like button because it helps as well. And if you have any questions or comments, please put them in the comment section below.